Last night I watched Floyd Mayweather, a boxer, take on Conor McGregor, an MMA fighter. I watched a boxer come in the ring and put his 49-0 record on the line versus an opponent he had never taken on before and someone who obviously has a much different style than a boxer. Instantly, before watching the match, I heard a lot of people on the internet say that the fight was rigged. That there's no way on earth he would get in that ring against Conor McGregor if it wasn't already like a planned WWE type style match. And I don't really have an opinion. I can't tell you if I think the fight was rigged or if it was not. I mean, I don't really know exactly what to look for. I'm not a boxing or MMA super fan. I would say I'm just like a dirty casual. I occasionally watch the big matches. So I can't tell you. What I can tell you though is that was one of the most boring fucking matches of any type I have seen in my entire life. For all the hype to put behind it, you would think this was going to be the fight of the century. It wasn't even probably the best fight I saw that night. I think there were some better fights before that fight. But yeah, the hype. You get into the hype and, you're on the edge of your seat and you're waiting for an amazing match. And I literally almost fell asleep. I think it was round 4. I almost fell asleep in round 4. The previous rounds I kept thinking, when the hell is Floyd Mayweather gonna do something? Like, when's he gonna, do anything other than keep his fist up? And Conor, to his credit, he did fantastic in those rounds. I mean, he looked like he was holding his own. But I keep thinking, if this thing was set up, maybe that's the way it was set up. Because Conor McGregor, he looked really good in those early rounds. He got a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd because people were like, wow, he's hanging with Floyd Mayweather. Oh my God, look, he's got Floyd on the ropes. And then middle of the match, Floyd starts to come back. And then the end of the match, if they were telling a story, I'm not saying they told a story, but the end of the match had had Conor McGregor very fatigued. They had him very fatigued. And again, I'm not saying this thing was set up. I'm not saying this thing was rigged, okay? I'm not as good of a fight observationalist to tell you. I don't know the signs to look for. But it was boring as fuck, okay? And I really pity anyone who paid $100 to see that shit. Now you might say, wait a second, aren't you a hypocrite, Rick? You watched it, you paid $100. Like, no, I didn't. I wouldn't be stupid enough to pay $100 to see that. And I didn't go to the house of anyone that was stupid enough to pay $100 to see that. I don't know anyone. I don't have any friends that were stupid enough to pay $100 to see that match. But I do have a computer. I do have a big screen hooked up to that computer, and I did stream that motherfucker. I streamed it at pretty reasonable quality with not that many hiccups. And you can full screen the stream, so I know it wasn't as good a quality as if I paid for it, but it was pretty damn good. I think it was bosscast.net, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was just like, this match, if you even call it a match, I don't know. I would probably get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. For as much money as Conor McGregor made. Okay? I mean, I have health insurance. I would get in that ring for that much money. I think most of you would get in that ring with Floyd Mayweather for half an hour for the millions and millions of dollars Conor McGregor made. And here's another reason why people think the fight was rigged. They point to, a statement Mayweather said at the end when he was like, I think I picked the right opponent. And then they point to something McGregor said before the match, might have been a couple days ago. He said he was going to quadruple his wealth from this match alone. So you start thinking, when money gets involved, when that much money is involved, if Floyd Mayweather was actually just wanting to make a shit ton of money, if he was wanting to make a obscene amount of money, and who doesn't like money, wouldn't he probably do something like this? Wouldn't he choose an MMA fighter to get the buzz around the whole boxing/MMA fight? And wouldn't he want to honestly end his career 50-0 so he could be looked at as one of the greatest of all time? Wouldn't he? And wouldn't Conor McGregor accept that? I don't know. Like I said, a lot of you that follow boxing and follow MMA and are serious fans of the sport would probably be able to know for sure if the fight was rigged. All I know was it was boring as fuck, and literally I think there's anything you could have spent a Benjamin on better than this. That was just some quick thoughts on the boxing match of the century that made me almost fall asleep.
Awesome and radical, dude!